Hi everyone, today in Integrated Math 1, we're going to go over Chapter 6, Lesson 4. Here are the objectives. Make sure you write them down in your notes. Alright, so let's go over this key concept. Solving by elimination. We have 3 steps. The first step is to multiply at least one equation by a constant. Remember, a constant is just when we have a number with no variable. So I'll make that little note. Number with no variable. To get the 2 equations that contain opposite terms. Step 2, we need to add the equations eliminating one variable. Then solve the equation. Elimination, we're talking about when we add them together, one variable just goes away because when you add them together, it equals 0. Then step 3, we need to substitute the value from step 2 into one of the equations and solve for the other variable. Then write it as an ordered pair. So let's try this. Example 4, let's use elimination to solve the system of equations. So we have 3x plus 6y equals 6. 2x plus 3y is equal to 5. So first thing is that I'm going to do is rewrite this. And I should be thinking, and as you're writing it down, you should be thinking, which one of these numbers, x or y, can we get rid of with doing the least amount of steps? So here I see a 6y and then I have a 3y. Well, I know that if I multiply that number by 2, I know that gives me 6y, but that does not eliminate my equation yet. But if I multiply by -2, then I have a -y. So let's check this out. So 3x plus 6y is equal to 6. Then we have, let's use this, -2 times 2x, which is -4x. Notice the property that I'm doing here is the distributive property. -2 times 3y is -6y. And then multiply one more time. -2 times 5, which is -10. So then we're going to add them together. So we have 3x plus -4x, which is -1x. But then when we add 6y plus -6y, this is what you want to happen. It gets eliminated. It's gone. Because it is now 0y. And we don't need to write that one down. Which is equal to 6 plus -10, which is -4. We're almost done. If you need to box your x, divide both sides by -1. So x is equal to +4. So we got one solution, but this is not the end of it. We had to still find out what y is equal to. So with that, we can choose whichever equation we want to. So label this one 1, label this equation 2. It doesn't matter which one we choose. We'll still get y to equal the same thing, whichever equation we use. So like I said, it doesn't matter. I'm going to choose the first one though. 3x plus 6y is equal to 6. I know that every single time I see x is going to be replaced by 4 now. This one is called substitution when I'm replacing it. So whenever we do elimination, it's going to help us get rid of one of our variables. Then we're going to use that variable that we just found to help us with substitution to find our second variable. So 6y is equal to 6. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 6y, which is equal to 6. Box that up. -12 minus 12. That goes away. that's eliminated. 6y is equal to negative 6 divided by 6 to both sides. Then I get y is equal to negative 1. Perfect. The last step you need to do is to write it as an ordered pair. Ordered pairs is always when we have an x and a y. Our x is 4, our y is negative 1. And there we go, there's our solution.